Have you ever been left feeling unimpressed or even confused after watching the superhero movie's post-credit scene? And believe it or not, there have been plenty of moments in this beloved genre that have left audiences scratching their heads or simply uh, uninterested sprays and prospects. And it's time to take a closer look at some of the 10 most disappointing superhero movie post-credit scenes ever made, ranked according to their level of disappointment. As a reminder, if you enjoy watching these exciting films, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more movie content. Let's dive into this journey through some less than stellar superhero experiences. To start, let's discuss the post-credit scene from the movie Shazam. And so in the scene, we see the villainous Dr. Savannah engaged in conversation with the mysterious and somewhat pointless villain, Mr. Mind, a caterpillar. And unfortunately, although dauntless and daring, this scene never came to fruition in the DCEU, landing it at number 10. Next up, we have a significant comic relief moment from Thor: The Dark World, where we see Thor and Jane Foster kissing. Despite being an intriguing moment that we all wanted to see, the relationship didn't receive much screen time in the future MCU films, making it seem unnecessary in the long run and ranking it number 9 on our list. Despite their beloved franchises, the post-credits scene in Justice League didn't play out as intended. We see the new members of the Justice League, Flash, and Superman racing each other for fun. This humorous scenario fell flat in comparison to the rest of the movie's grandiosity, resulting in a disappointment ranking of number 8. In Hellboy, the post-credit scene introduced Baba Yaga, who intends to get revenge on our hero. However, her character was never developed, and the exciting potential for future films never came to life, landing her at number 7. Jumping on the post-credits bandwagon didn't go smoothly for Morbius as well. In this scene, Michael Keaton's Vulture enters Sony's Spider-Verse, and we are teased with juicy plot lines. Unfortunately, like many universities, this universe crashed and burned after a few missteps. So the scene ranks at number 6. X-Men: The Flash brought Barry Allen's first solo film to life, but not without a few missteps. Among the movie's issues, the post-credit scene involving jet stepping with a drunken Aquaman is a highlight. Feeling out of place and not tying into the storyline or future of the DCEU, this leaves us feeling let down and ranks number 5. When Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom concluded, we were hoping for an epic post-credits scene to honor of the final chapter in the DCEU. Unfortunately, fans were left with a weak joke about Orm eating a cockroach, leaving the film's post-credits scene at number 4 on our list. Knowing that X-Men: The Last Stand was a disastrous film, it's hard to feel too let down by the post-credits scene introducing Professor X's comatose twin brother. Still, the scene feels incredibly cheap and unimpressive. showing a lack of good storytelling and hints for future connections. Overall, its rank is number 3. Frustration arises when watching Blade Trinity with Wesley Snipes delivering one of the weakest post-credit scenes from a superhero film. The scene only shows us Blade driving away into the night after the epic finale, making us question why it was even necessary. Unfortunately, it scores number 2 on our list. This brings us to the number 1 most disappointing superhero movie post-credit scene. It's a doozy. X-Men Origins Wolverine introduced us to a different tragic take on Deadpool. But the unbearable pain is the post-credits moment where Deadpool has his head sliced off only to have his eyes pop back up afterward. This instance is a glaring misstep in portraying the beloved Marvel character, leaving us with a strong feeling of dissatisfaction and taking the top spot in our list. Long live the legacy of superhero cinema. Knowing that not all post-credit scenes will be game changers, some are just all right. Now that we've taken you on a tour of some of the most disappointing moments, which scene caught your eye, and will you be following these up by watching the originals? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.